We're going to welcome the BKS1 Radio Storm Warning Show. That dude right there, comedian Tony Rock.
Tony, what's up?
Watch it be my cousin.
What up, everybody? What's good?
You. What's good, family?
Been a minute, man. How y'all doing?
We doing great, man. We doing great, bro. And I know you're doing great, too. We're going to talk about that. I ran into a peer, one of your peers, man, some more. And she gave you such the highest compliment I ever heard, man. She said, she called you a genius. She said you're a comedic genius, and she also said that your line of comedy is so intelligent, and just how your delivery is just impeccable. And she learned some things from you.
Wow, that's a huge compliment. Yes, indeed.
Now tell us, man, what's been going on in your world?
We got the tour going on right now. Myself, some more, Huggy Lowdown, Arnez J, Earthquake. It's called the Standing Ovation Tour. We're doing that. We're doing about 30 cities. I call it the big tour and the small tour. Because that one we do like, arenas, 3,000, 4,000 seaters. I do that until May, and then after May, I start my own tour doing, improvs and funny bones and, clubs. I take it back to the clubs. More intimate, 400, 500 seaters with my guys. I bring the guys out that I bring to try to get them some road work and some recognition, just up and coming names that people don't know of, but I think they're really talented. We do that from May to the end of the year.
Yeah, that's the best, man. When you got that intimate setting at a comedy show, that's like the best, because you can really gauge the feeling of the people, man, and how they feeling you and everything, man.
Right, and you can talk to the audience.
Yes.
And you might actually find a joke in having a conversation with somebody in the room, and then you tweak it and get it to where you can take that joke and do it in front of 4,000 people. So the intimate comedy clubs is training, and the big tour is the fight.
Yeah.
Good analogy.
Yeah, excellent analogy. And speaking of which, man, I gotta ask you this, because one thing I like talking about when I talk to you, Tony, you just keep it 100. You don't pull no punches.
Yes, sir.
Now, when it comes to your comedy routine and some of your subjects that you talk about, what would you consider as a great comedian like you are, something that's off limits, something that you won't touch?
I don't think there's anything that's off limits. Like I know a lot of comics that won't touch certain things regardless, no matter what. I don't think anything is off limits. I think you just have to give it time. I know my brother did a 9/11 joke. It was hilarious. He couldn't do it, a week after 9/11.
Right.
But now it's like, people's sensitivities have come down a little bit. And, never taking away from the fact that it was a horrific, incident in American history. Never, ever making light of that. But now it's like, when you point something out that sticks out to people, they're like, yeah, that is kind of funny,
Right. And because
so if you give everything enough time, and you can make a joke about it. It just has to be a good joke. It can't be anything cheesy where you're disrespecting the incident or the whatever what it was that occurred.
Tony, tell us about a freestyle comedy experience that you have where you just kind of walked out, if you have, and you just decided to freestyle.
I do that all the time. I go to when I'm in LA. I go to the Laugh Factory, and I'll have a few other comics with me, and I'll tell them to time me, and I'll just say, see how long I could go without telling a written joke, but still getting laughs.
Right.
That's the important thing. Everybody can get up there and just talk, but you got to get laughs too. So see how long I could go without telling a written joke and actually getting laughs. And then I tape it, I write everything down, and that's how I find the material.
Okay. And can you tell us about experience, if you've had one, where maybe in the beginning when you first started your comedy session, it wasn't going too well, and how you turned it around, how you turned the crowd around?
Oh no, that's when you start out. Just believe there will be blood when you start out. When you start out, it's gonna be, we don't know this dude. What the hell are we talking about? You gotta. It's like the radio. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you tune into 105.1, you're gonna hear that station because you're on that frequency. But if you're on 105.3, you're a little bit off, you know?
Right.
So you can't really get that frequency. So it's like, that's what stand-up is in the beginning. It's learning how to get the room on your frequency.
Right. Okay.
Once they know who you are, they know what type of comedy you do, they know what type of voice you have, they're all in. Like, everybody knows what you're going to see when you go see a Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? You on his frequency once you buy the ticket. You know what he does. When you see a Mike Epps, you know what he's going to do. When you see, you know, Tony Rock, you know, okay, this is his frequency, we on his frequency, let's go. That's how you enjoy the show. And starting out is just trying to find your frequency and trying to find how to get the room on your frequency.
Okay. It has not been my experience, Tony, to know two people in one family that are both comedians. I mean, sometimes you'll see two people in one family that's a musician.
Three.
My
baby brother, my baby brother Jordan is in New York.
Nice.
He is hilarious.
Oh, really? Okay, so now where do you fall in? Are you the oldest, middle child?
No, I'm middle.
You're middle, okay. So what was it like bedtime with the three of you? I mean, I know when we were kids, we used to cut up at bedtime. I know your mother had to be like, stop laughing, stop playing. What was that like?
It was exactly like that. But you know what? Jordan is so young, he didn't really have, it's kind of like a gift and a curse because he got to be his own kid. Because we so much older than him, he didn't really have to share a bed and, you know, he didn't have somebody peeing in the bed next to him and he didn't have to wear hand-me-downs and all that because he's so much younger. Right. So when Jordan came along, we were pretty much like, hey, we grown men, we got to get our own apartments and then leave. So he didn't really experience that. But Chris, Andre, Brian, Kenny, we all were, you know, just one big group of kids in a room, and everybody shared the jacket, everybody shared the jeans, everybody shared the Nintendo. Nobody owned anything. You couldn't put your name on the orange juice in my house. It was everything's orange.
What about the jokes? Do you guys share the jokes? Is there a joke you told sometime? You thought to yourself, oh, my brother made that up, but I'm going to take a shot at it?
No, you know what? I'll write a joke and think it's, you know, really, really funny. And, you know, no joke is ever finished. Like, whenever you write a joke, it's like there's always something to add to it or, you know, another direction to take it. So no joke is ever, like, you write it and it's done. But sometimes I'll write a joke and think, okay, I really got something good here. And then I'll go see my brother and he's on stage working out. And he has the same topic, and it's so much better than mine. It's like, why didn't I just sit a little longer and find that part, you know?
The crazy part about it is that I heard Chris's comedy, and I heard yours. I actually was at the Standing Ovation tour when you came to Newark.
Oh, that was a good show. Yeah,
man, it was a great show. But you had me crying, bro. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You had me tearing. I was smacking the person that was next to me. Almost started a fight. It was crazy. And I was listening. I said, "Yo, this is a funny dude." And you started talking and imitating the sisters. You know what routine I'm talking about. Yeah. And you was dead on with it. And the person I was next to, I ain't gonna say her name. The person I was next to was like, "Oh, that's funny. Oh, you think that's funny?" I was like, "Yeah, he right." You had it down to the
everything I go through. If I have a conversation with a girl, it's like they know. Like they'll be talking to me, and they'll say something like, "Please don't write a joke about this." And I'm just like, "Go ahead, baby, I'm listening to you." And then we'll just have a whole conversation. And then a couple days later, they're at my show, and I'm like, "Man, you'll be on the phone with a girl," and they're like, "Oh my God, he did it again." I'm a sponge, man. It's like people will give you more material. The news will give you more material. Right. You know, pop culture will give you more material. You just have to find it. You just got to see it. You got to see the comedy, like the humor and everything.
How do you like the way situation comedy is going right now on television? Do you think there need to be better scripted shows for people of color?
You know what? We were just talking about this last night. It's that show Empire.
Right.
I'm really happy with how excited everybody is about it. Because all it's doing is showing people that, hey, black people do watch black people on TV.
Right.
Whenever I'm flicking channels, this is not even when I'm flicking channels and there's nothing on TV, whenever I see a black person, I automatically stop.
Nice.
So if it's something good, I'm going to watch it again.
Nice. Nice.
So I think once television, you know, once networks and, you know, execs realize, hey, they do support good TV. Like, I don't know why people think, and it's really like, it's almost, we should all be like upset and be angered a little bit when people think that because we're black we accept a lesser version of. You understand?
Right.
Well, they made, I'll give you a perfect example. When they made the movie Soul Plane, and no knock to anybody that was in the movie, when they made the movie Soul Plane, It was billed as the black version of Airplane. You ever seen the movie Airplane?
Yes, yeah.
That movie Airplane was genius.
It was dope.
It was the funniest thing I had ever seen in my life up until that point.
Right.
But then the black version was just dumbed down all the way. Like they actually saying like, oh, they don't understand highbrow comedy. We got to dumb it down for them.
Right.
This is the black version of something smart and something good.
But do you think we're the cause of our own demise of certain content that goes on television? Because like when Tyler Perry hit television, everybody has something to say about it. I mean, he had his supporters, but then a lot of us had something to say about it, man, where it's like, nah, it's too much coonery, too much buffoonery, this and that. What do you feel about that?
I do feel some kind of way when I watch certain shows on TV, the Basketball Wives and stuff like that. I watch for comedic value because I know I'm going to have to say something about it because the masses are watching it, so I need to have a joke about it because I know that they want to hear about it. But when I watch it, it's like, we don't really have to promote this type of behavior. I understand that they think that this is how you get viewers. Like, controversy sells, and that's why people are going to run to TV. If all of the girls are cool with each other and they're just going shopping and talking about how great their husbands are, that doesn't make for good TV.
Right.
But you can structure it where they don't have to be all enemies to each other. Some girls, I actually know some girls that have friends that they've had for their whole lives, and there's nothing catty about their crew whatsoever.
Right.
They love each other. But for some reason, we seem to think that, or they seem to think that, we only watch controversy. We support controversy. And maybe it's, rap music has a lot to do with it because it's all, the majority of it is degrading women. It's drug activity. It's nobody's in a stable relationship in a rap song. Nobody loves their neighborhood. It's like, and that's what sells. So it's kind of like we kind of promote that thinking for them almost in some way. You know what I mean? They look at what we listen to and what we like and what we watch, and they think, oh, that's what it is. That's what they want.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm happy Empire's on them because people are watching it and they're like, okay, they support this too.
Yeah, I mean, Empire and Power's winning. Power's winning. That's a good show.
I love Power.
Yeah, man.
I called my agent and said, if I don't get an audition season 2, I'm firing you.
That may happen, bro. And I
still want to be on season 2 of Power, man.
I can see you on that too, man. I can see you on that. And look, another thing too is a lot of people don't know, and this is what I love when you call into BKS, man. A lot of people don't know that you know your hip hop. And when I mention that,
listen, man, that's what I grew up on. It's like every hip hop song that I've ever heard has played a small part in my upbringing.
Right.
From the first time I heard Run DMC, Sucker MCs, to the Symphony, to whatever. The first time I heard NWA, the first time I heard Rakim. Every hip hop song I ever heard has a small ship that built Tony Rock.
Yes.
Everything. Brand Nubians was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. And then the shift into gangster rap, and then the flashy era with Puff and Mace, and it was like everything about it is just like, this is my upbringing. I am hip hop is a culture. We all know this. Hip hop is a culture. It's the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you dance, what you drive, how you talk to girls. And I am a hip hop artist. I'm not a hip hop musician, but I'm a hip hop artist because the artistry of hip hop has molded me.
That's what's up. So do you like, this new stuff, man? Trap rap or trap beats and this new stuff, man? Can you even feel that? Is there any substance in that for you, man? Because you mentioned a lot of groups that are classic. That are classic. So when you hear this new stuff, I mean, are you feeling it?
I like everything in moderation. When I'm in a club and they throw on T.I. and Young Thug, I'm in the proper setting to enjoy that.
Okay. When
I'm in my car, I want to hear J. Cole. I want to hear how great he is lyrically, and I want to drive and listen to the lyrics. Like, man, rewind that. I want the rewind factor when I'm in my car. When I'm in my car, I want to hear stuff that's like, yo, bring that back. Did you hear what he said?
Right.
When I'm in a club, I'm dancing, there's chicks, there's alcohol involved. It's not really the place to sit and listen and break down an album. So I can go for the trap stuff because all I need is the beat and the bass to hype me up for the night. But it depends on what scenario I'm in, what stuff I want to hear. So I like it all in moderation. I like it all in its place.
All right, now look, you my dude, man. So you really like baking soda? I got baking soda.
No. Okay, I have to draw the line in certain songs. When I'm in a club and that comes on, I kind of just stand there and watch in amazement at how everybody just goes crazy. So to see the melee is actually exciting to see that, but it's like, why are y'all doing this? Like, this all he's saying is the same thing over and over again. It's like there's no lyrical dexterity whatsoever in that song. But they go crazy, and I'm like, it's almost like it's like a study in human nature. It's like I'm actually in school and I'm studying human nature. Like, okay, let's play this and watch how. Let's play Bobby Shmurda and watch how they react. Okay,
right.
Now we can replace Bobby Shmurda with OT Genesis and watch this. It's like an experiment, man.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's garbage, man. I'm keeping it 100, and I have a hip hop show.
I'm not. I will not be purchasing or probably not going to see homie perform in concert. But good for him. I wish him the best. You know, get his mama out the hood. Good for you. That's whatever song I don't like, and somebody I just take it to that. Like, okay, if that gets your mother out the hood, then God bless you. Because at the end of the day, we all try to get our mothers out the hood. So if baking soda, I got baking soda. Got your mother, a lawn and a backyard. Good for you.
Hold on. Did he just say
you'll be crying? Don't slap me.
Did he just say?
Do not.
As long as you get your mother out the hood.
Whatever it takes, man.
You got him over here crying again, Tony.
You have to get your mother out the hood. That's all I'm saying.
All right. The next thing I talk to you about, see, this is why I love talking to Tony. Now I read somewhere, and this is recent. You made a statement. You said you're not gonna say anything in your routines that you would take back later if you said.
No, I'm not one of those comics. It's like this. It's like I compare a lot of things to boxing because boxing is just one of those things that it's so mano y mano that it's a simple way to just look at life. Like it's one guy in the ring. Mm-hmm. People can say you should do this, you should do that, but when you get in the ring, it's just you.
Right.
So I compare a lot of things to boxing. It would be almost like punching somebody in the face in a boxing ring and then apologizing. You know I'm a boxer.
Right.
You know I punch people in the face. That's what I do. I'm a comic. I'm supposed to say stuff that doesn't appeal to everybody.
True.
No, there's never been a comic. Richard Pryor, greatest comic to ever walk the earth, has never did a show where 100% of people that left were like, that was great. There's always one person that's like, I didn't like that joke about this, or he shouldn't have said that, or that was offensive. You're never going to get 100% of people.
True.
Obama doesn't have a 100% approval rating. There's going to be some things you're going to do that just people just don't like or get or understand or have a problem with. So why apologize? You knew what it was when you came in the room. When you buy a ticket and walk into a comedy club, it's almost like you should just know. If you're an intelligent person, you should just know you're going to hear something that you might not agree with as far as your sexuality, as far as your race, as far as your class, as far as your upbringing, as far as your whatever category you in. There's going to be something you might hear that offends one of those senses of yours, one of those sensibilities of yours.
True.
You just got to deal with it.
True. Yeah, because I saw the Backlash. It was a comment I think you made about was it the Bow Wow's girlfriend or something? I saw Bow Wow's little backlash or whatever, and I feel the same way, bro. It's comedy, just like what talent.
I should have called y'all when it first happened because it was actually a hot topic at the time. I don't know why I didn't call y'all. That was a great interview to do. But here's the thing. I'll give you the backstory. It's a dead issue now, but since y'all my people, if anybody, the joke was I was in the house with my boys. We were talking about watching TV, and I said one of my boys was like, "Hey, they canceling 106," and I'm like, "Damn, they canceling 106." So like Bow Wow gonna be out of a job, or one of them shorty gonna still marry him. So whenever my boys say something like, "Hey, that's kind of funny, man," I tweet it. I'm like, "Y'all thought it was funny? Let me see what the Twitter world thinks." So I tweeted it, and about 998 people said, "Hey man, that was funny. Like laugh out loud. You're talking crazy." 2 people, yo man, that's messed up. Why you disrespecting homie like that? And for some reason, I must have been, in my feelings that day. I decided to respond to them like, "Hey man, I'm not hating. I'm just saying everybody falls in love with a whore once in their life." You know what I'm saying? And I said everybody. I meant myself too. I wasn't excluding me. I was not excluding me. Listen, you know you in a relationship with the wrong chick when your boys are like, "Yo man, come on man, what you doing man? Like why you messing with her?" And your response is, "Hey man, everybody got a pass."
Right.
If you ever said that to your boys, you was dating the wrong chick.
Yeah.
So now,
you're right.
After I said that, then people started going crazy, and of course his people got it to him. He responded, and when he responded, if you notice, I left it alone. I didn't say nothing else. I didn't they put the battery in his back, and I understand he had to respond. He had to.
Right.
It's the man thing to do. You have to.
Right.
So I let it go because it was like, you know what? That was a joke. Now I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing. But on a level, I should have respected the fact that this is the woman he chose to be his bride, and I should have respected that.
Yeah.
But I'm not apologizing. I said it. It's out there.
No doubt, man. No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
So
on
if I see him, it's like, yo, man, I give him the same speech I just gave you. It was a joke. I put it out there, but I'm not going to say I'm sorry. It was like the 998 people that thought it was hilarious. I owe it to them to not apologize.
Yo. All right. And real quick, man, you got any projects as far as films? Yo, I love it. You understand?
I have a new TV show coming out April 7th on Bounce TV. It's called Man in White. It stars David Mann and Tamala Mann. David Mann is Mr. Brown from Meet the Browns.
Okay.
And his real life wife, Tamala Mann, gospel singer.
Nice.
It's a sitcom. They play like a Brady Bunch couple. Like she's divorced with 2 kids. He's divorced with 2 kids. They get married, blend their families together. He's a detective in Atlanta, and I'm his young detective partner that just moved from New York, that transferred from the New York Police Department to Atlanta Police Department. So, it's like I pretty much play Tony Rock as a detective. So it's still, the young party all the time. Let's have a good time, enjoy life. And my partner's a married man. So it's like the differences in our lives causes kind of, conflict. But it's really funny. For me, it's April 7th. I think people are going to really like it. I'm excited about it, and I'm happy to be back on TV. Nice,
man. And as far as movies, man, any feature films or something you thinking about doing, or a collabo with your brother, anything?
I did I do a show in LA every Wednesday, a comedy show called All Death Comedy Live. Mm-hmm. Russell Simmons produces it. Russell Simmons and I did we shot a movie, but it just was on the internet. So now he's thinking about actually getting some real funding behind it and doing it all over as a silver screen, premiere. It's called The Big Leaf. It was about a guy that owns a medical marijuana dispensary, and his brother gets out of jail. His brother was on drugs, gets out of jail, and he has to hire his brother to work at the medical marijuana dispensary. It was incredibly funny. I had a great time shooting it. So now I'm just waiting on Russell to see if he's going to get some funding. If he's going to shoot it all over again and have a theatrical release. That'll be super dope.
Nice, man.
And to answer your question, I don't know why the hell I wasn't in top 5. Even though you didn't ask me the question.
Yeah, but it was coming. No, it was coming. But I was actually going to ask you your top 5 though, because you that hip hop head, and I know your top 5 is serious.
My hip hop top 5?
Yeah.
Oh, it changes every day, man. Okay, so, you got Jay, you got Nas. You got Jay, you got Nas, you got. And this one is a little weird. I know people are going to be like, this is in no particular order. This is just how they pop it up in my head. Jay, Nas. Yo, T.I. is an incredible rapper.
Wow. I didn't expect that one.
T.I. is an incredible, incredible rapper. He's in my top 5, yes. I got to go Rakim. And man, it's like neck and neck with Cool G Rap and Grand Poobah. Grand Poobah never spit a whack verse on anything he ever rapped on. It was never whack.
Now I'm gonna have to.
And Cool G Rap's wordplay was just like before its time.
Let me back up with that T.I.
Yo, listen. I get into arguments in the barbershop every Wednesday.
Yeah. Because me
I walk
was
in the
about to go
barbershop
at
and
it.
it's like, yo, he said T.I.'s in his top 5.
Damn. Yeah, you must catch a lot of heat on that one, bro. And I like T.I.
Yeah, I do.
He's in my top. We doing. No. When we do like the top 40. No, real talk. Top 40. He'll be in there like 39, 38. Yeah. I'm just.
So you New York bias. You New York bias.
True.
See, my original top 5 was all cats from like Brooklyn and Queens. It was like nobody from across the bridge was in my top 5.
True.
But since I've traveled a little bit and seen the world a little bit, it's like, Andre 3000's incredible. He just don't put out enough work.
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls, incredible. But as the years are going on, there's no new music, so he can't still be in the top 5 off the same 2 albums.
But he would be on your Mount Rushmore though.
Oh no, he's absolutely. Biggie Smalls is the illest.
Okay.
But
all right.
it's just there's no more music, so that's unfortunate.
True indeed. And last,
that's the only reason. The only reason why he's not always in the top 5 when I. That's why I have to think about it, because it's like, of course, Ready to Die was incredible. Of course, Life After Death was incredible. But it's like there's nothing else. It's like we need more.
I respect that, man, and I can't even take away points for you mentioning T.I. in your top 5. But just know I will talk about you after the show. And, and last but not least, man, tell everybody again, where can they see you at? Where can they follow you at? Where can they get at Tony Rock at?
The Standing Ovation Tour. The Standing Ovation Tour is currently up and running. We are in Detroit this weekend. We are in Cincinnati and Milwaukee next weekend. StandingOvationTour.com. You can check out the tour dates there. You can follow me on Twitter at Tony Rock. You can follow me on Instagram, Tony_Rock. I tell people all the time you can read about it on Twitter, or you can see it live on Instagram.
No doubt.
TonyRockComedy.com. All my tour dates, my foundation, my T-shirt line, my what else is on there? My internet stuff, all the internet stuff I do, the blog and all that stuff I do. I do 20 questions Tuesdays every Tuesday on Twitter. People ask me a bunch of whatever they want to ask on every Tuesday. I free up an hour of my day and just answer whatever questions they have. It's actually a lot of fun every Tuesday. Yeah, that's about it. April 7th, Man and Wife on Bounce TV. And yeah, I'm going to be in a city near you real soon, so just come out and get tickets to see one of the hottest shows you're going to see in a long time.
No doubt, man. And hit us up, man. When you're going to be in the city, hit us up. We'll come with the camera and everything, you know what I'm saying? Flick up and everything, do the promo. Just anything you need us to promote or help out with, man, just let us know, man. You family to BKS1 Radio.
I got you. I appreciate that, man.
No doubt, man. And again, Tony Rock, y'all. Extraordinary genius, just like S'more said. The comedian extraordinaire for 2015. Check him out. Follow this man. Great dude right here, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Anytime, bro. Peace
out. Clap it up for Tony Rock, man. Good dude.